Evening Dollies. Yeah, another classic blog on Enter the Dragon. Memorabilia. Yeah. If you're a Bruce Lee fan, you've got to have collected stuff over the years. It's just a case of what have you actually got. Yeah. So I'll show you some shit I've got on Enter the Dragon. Some of my stuff. Right. As I mentioned in my first one, first of all, poster. Yeah. Again, classic iconic design. Worth a few hundred now, that. Some guy's on eBay selling it for 450 quid, unless he's already sold it. Yeah. Designed by Bob Peake. He did a lot of iconic posters. You can look him up on that, you know. He's I think he did Once a Murder on Orient Express, the Yakuza, that's a good one. Star Trek movies, yeah, Rollerball, you know, like classic iconic designs, and Enter the Dragon is no exception. Yeah, it's with the white nunchucks as well, painted on white instead of black, which again gives you a it's like with posters with the, because today they all use just photographs, don't they? There's very few posters now that actually use an artist or a painting, you know, as opposed to say 30, 40 years ago or whatever. But I think you get, there's something about the painted, when something's painted, there's a certain quality you get that you can't get with a photograph somehow. I mean, obviously that it's painted, but it's, I don't know, there's just something about it that gives you an iconic thing, and you recognise it with, you associate it with the movie, yeah? And this is a classic design though, that, because it's got him right in the middle, then you've got the two guys above him, and a Capri at top, and you've got your little Chinese faces right there. What else? Yeah, I mean, I got this when it came out, you know, the 25th anniversary, where they've painted over nunchucks because it was censored in England. Yeah, cheers, thanks for that. You know, and Martial Arts Legends presents 25th anniversary collector's issue. Yeah. Wasn't that there you go? You get your different memorabilia stuff. Yeah. Got that. You know, and and it goes like, you know, it's that was £4 at the time. That's what picking up like, you know, you'll get a lot of stuff in it. Funny hell, this is falling bits now. This is the Jeet Kune Do magazine, you know, on Enter the Dragon. You know, you got all with frame blow ups like part of the bloody hell. There's a bus ticket. Oh, yeah, alright. No connection to Enter the Dragon, of course, but I don't know whether you can see that. It's anyway, 8th of July 79, 7p. Those were the days. 7p on buzz, fucking hell. Anyway, so you've got like, you know, and you got some so that's not a bad one. Jeet Kune Do magazine. Also as well, where is it? Oh, here it is. This must be pretty rare now. The Enter the Dragon paperback. Yeah. Now this, like a lot of film paperbacks, in order to get rushing out for the release of the movie, yeah, it's based on an earlier draft of Enter the Dragon, where I've not read it for years. I was just glancing through it, like, and it starts off with Williams, actually, the book. The guy who challenges Lee on the boat is a Korean. It's not Parsons from New Zealand. And what I do remember about it though, there's no mirrors in it. It ends in the weapons room. Yeah, yeah. The earlier drafts of Enter the Dragon didn't have the mirror ending, and I think the story I've read, it was Robert Close's wife that were walking through a boutique in Hong Kong, weren't it? And saw these mirrored things on the wall and thought, hey, that might be a good idea. Mentioned it to him, then he mentioned it to Bruce Lee, and yeah, let's get it on, like, you know. And that's how the mirror scene came about. That's the story I read. I think it's in the making of Enter the Dragon, that by Robert Close. I'm not sure. I've got that book somewhere, but I can't bloody find it at the moment. That's worth a read as well. Yeah, I got these film frames years ago at a film sale. I think it cost me about 20p each. But if you notice with, I got the Big Boss one here, and this Fist of Fury one I'll show you, they're going slightly pink. That's what happens to certain prints after many years. It depends what print they printed on, but as you can see there from Fist of Fury, that's going pink as well. So if you had the original 35mm prints of them films, Big Boss, Fist of Fury, when they played in cinema in the 70s, there's a good chance that they're pink now, which is no good really. But the Enter the Dragon ones I've got, they've kept the colour. They must have printed it on a better stock, probably. I know the film was done on Technicolor, so it's yeah. I mean, it's all stretched out, of course, because it was shot in CinemaScope, weren't it? And you need a scope lens for unstretch it, and that's when you get your letterbox shape. But yeah, it's amazing after so long it's still kept its colour, you know. That on left there is the optical soundtrack to it. So I've got that, so I've got this one. There's a classic moment there from in the weapons room. And yeah, they must be pretty rare-ish now, these, you know. There's the famous shot from the mirrors. The good way if you've got a slide projector and you project a big picture up on wall, like, you know. And that's it for Enter the Dragons. I've just got one from Game of Death here, and that's kept its colour as well. And that looks okay. But the Big Boss and Fist of Fury have been all good now. So yeah, that's me frame slides. Yeah, so, oh, nearly forgot, didn't I? The End of the Dragon Japanese LP was, cost me early 80s, £4 that. I don't know how much it's worth now, but I imagine it's worth quite a bit, like, you know. It's just basically the entire film on 2 LPs, that's all it is. That's bit. It's alright if you can read Japanese, like, you know, but that's the back, and that's the you get the entire dialogue to the film. There. Yeah, entire dialogue to the film, which is it's amazing you can read through it pretty quick, the entire dialogue, you know, it doesn't take you that long, it's amazing really. And then you just get this with the, you know, the brochure type thing in it, with stills and that. Which again, worth picking up, but like I say, it might cost you a bit of few bob. You get that. And then you just get that in the end, and then you've got that. Which is, so it's, yeah, it's not bad that. So, and I've got some film stills as well, which I'm going to show you now. I'll show you ones I've got. I've got the British set, Spanish set, them American lobbies from that box set there. And that's about it for me Enter the Dragon memory. Like, so hope you enjoyed it, and see you later.